Hello friends, Mark Holmes here with my buddy CowboyJobu, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. Because without you guys, well, I wouldn't have as many people watching now, would I? And I want to thank each and every one of you guys for making the Jobu Sports Report to being one of the fastest growing Dallas Cowboy blog channels out there, man. And the main reason why I think it is because we don't sugarcoat it and we try and bring you the truth and cut through all the BS that you get from the talking heads. Now, I got to tell you, from the time that I heard the 911 call, and I know people say it's because you're a homer, but I said something's not right about this testimony that we were getting from Tiffany. This was before the police made their judgment. I just went through and I listened to that, and it just put doubts in my head. Now, some people say you're just putting doubts in your head because you're a Dallas Cowboy fan. Well, okay, regardless. But the whole time, and you guys can check the videos, and please do, I've been saying it's not right. There's not enough evidence there. Well, lo and behold, the NFL has some explaining to do with everything that went on. But I'm not going to go into all that right now. Because what really and truly bothers me is I watched First Take today. And I'm not even going to grace it with putting the clips on here. Because for the last couple of weeks, since the 11th, when the NFL came down and said, we've got a 160-page report, we've done a thorough investigation, and we believe on the 19th, the 20th, the 21st, or whatever, however many times, there were 5 separate incidences that we believe that Zeke Elliott committed domestic violence. And from the time that report came out, a lot of people all of a sudden just went ahead, boom, he's guilty. And instead of saying the accuser or the accused Zeke Elliott, they've gone on and basically said, Stephen A. Smith has said it, pounded it. This brother just doesn't get it. On 5 separate occasions, he was in the wrong. I might understand one time, but we had the 19th, we had the 20th, we had the accident waiting to happen, and they've been proudly replaying that damn song of his. The accident waiting to happen, which half of it is about Tony Romo, who's no longer on the team. Stephen A., it might be time to get a new track there, buddy. Because if anybody's an accident waiting to happen, it's you. How many times are you really right? But we're not going to go into that. But again, let me go back to my original premise. I digress. What bothers me is how they have been just saying, he's guilty, he's guilty, he's guilty. Molly went off on him, he's guilty and everything else. He should be kicked out of the league and everything else. Okay. But there's a reason why you are innocent until proven guilty. There's a lot of people in jail that were falsely accused. In fact, there's a movie coming out, Crown Heights. Shout out to Namdi, my homie, who's starring in it. And I know you Eagle trolls won't like Namdi, but Namdi's a good guy. Namdi does a lot to help out other people. Something we all could take a lesson from. But you guys have put out there that he's guilty. And the problem is if you don't cover it accurately, what's going to happen is people are going to believe it. It's been out in the blogosphere so much that everybody thinks that he committed domestic violence. I can't say for sure if he did or didn't, but it's not been proven of it. And this is the same crap that you guys did to Dez Bryant. And that pisses me off because Mike Farello came out and said, there might be a tape out there of Dez Bryant that's 10 times worse than Ray Rice. And that set off the whole firestorm. Adam Schefter went out there and said, yeah, I've been spending a lot of time on this and everything else, and, we'll get back to you when we get finished our report. And Ian Rappaport, you're not out of this either, because you're the one that said the police have come to Dez Bryant's house 6 times. Making you think that Dez Bryant is answering the door with, racks of bullets all around him, AK-47 and everything else, a ton of weed and everything else, making it sound like he's a criminal. As opposed to saying that There was a baby that accidentally got locked into the car. And they needed help to get the car unlocked. You know, those kind of calls. Because you guys went out there and slandered him. Basically said he's guilty of domestic violence. And then when there was no tape, I did not see one of you guys out there saying, you know what? We were wrong. We owe Dez Bryant an apology. Because you guys now, on First Take, revisionist history. Instead of saying, you know what? We made a mistake. We went by what we were told. We thought he was guilty. Now you're saying, oh, well, the NFL commissioner, they've got some explaining to do. You know, they messed this thing up. Well, you know what? You messed it up, too, by reporting it the way you guys reported it. Because, unfortunately, the redaction is usually about this big. The initial thing that goes on out here is this big, and that's what gets left in people's minds. One of our great fans on here was telling me that he was talking to his father in Miami, and I'm sorry I don't remember your name right now, but he was saying that when he talked to his father, he's like, yeah, you lost that guy Zeke, man, from domestic violence. He said, hold on, Dad. Here's the evidence. There's, blackmail. There's, affidavits of people saying that they asked her to lie, and this, that, and the other. He's like, wait. He's like, I don't hear any of that. The only thing we hear about is he's guilty of domestic violence. So you guys need to put the whole story out there. And I wish that you guys were held accountable for what you put out there. I stand behind everything I say. I'll tell you, when I'm wrong, I admit it. I was wrong about Lucky Whitehead. I went by the reports that were out there, and God knows, it looked like he was guilty. But when it found out they're wrong, I guarantee you I was one of the first people to say, you know what, I got it wrong. I'd like to see you guys. In fact, I challenge you guys on First Take to give the real story and hold yourself accountable and hold yourself to a higher standard. So, friends, it's a holiday weekend, the last weekend without football, but come next Sunday, and you know you giant trolls are getting scared now because I can guarantee you Zeke's going to be there. Next Sunday, it will be on. I've got some running around to do. I've got a whole lot of Jobu t-shirts that are going in the mail today, as well as some shot glasses. So thank all you guys for wearing what Dak Prescott wears. I got to get some more rum for Jobu, and we're going to get a special bottle for this season. And we're going to be doing some more cooking this weekend. We're going to do a couple of pork shoulders, so I'll have that recipe up for you guys. So as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. You guys make me truly feel loved. Have a great day. Stephen A. What's up? Stephen A. What's up? Stephen A. What's up?